It is very much time for tea and a yap. Yeah. Yay, I am home. Safe and sound. That travel day was 35 hours door to door. 35 hours door to door. That's nuts. The travel day was actually alright. It wasn't too bad. It was obviously really long and have sore legs, sore bum. I think my bum cheek was sore for like 2 days after. It was pretty strenuous. It was 4 planes. Plane number 1, I couldn't ask for a better flight. Like, this actually might be the best flight I've ever taken in my life, and it was 8 hours. So I was sitting at the very back row, like, you know how there's a wall behind you? I always didn't know if those seats reclined, but they do. So if you're top tip, if you're booking a long haul flight, highly recommend those seats. So it's like the ones right at the back of the section I was in. I don't want you to go right at the back of the plane. I was like sort of in the middle, and I had no one beside me. I had an aisle seat because I'm up for the toilet all the time. The toilet was like behind me, so I could just sneak in and out the toilet whenever I wanted and not have to like queue as much because the toilet was right there. So I had my seat reclined fully back, arms spread out because I had no one beside me, wrapped up in my little blanket. They fed me great snacks throughout. I watched Marty Supreme. If you have not watched that movie, I recommend it so much. It was that good I actually watched it on the second flight. I've obviously seen stuff on TikTok talking about Timothée Chalamet and like Kylie Jenner stuff, but I never really knew much about him. A fantastic actor. He definitely did deserve an award for that. I think Marty Supreme was nominated for 11 awards and he didn't get one, which is a shame because the movie was really good. I love it on flights when they have like the new movies and just loads of stuff to choose from, which was the case on the first 2 flights. I opted for the seafood dish. That was a pretty bold choice for me, but I class myself as having an iron stomach. Like, there's not much that I can eat that makes me feel ill. However, you best believe during landing, I was grasping for the 2 sickness bags that were in my little compartment. I actually thought I was going to vomit. I think I do just get a wee bit motion sicky, and the seafood dish just didn't help. Like, it wasn't the best. Second plane, however, I don't know what bad karma I was meant to have, but I certainly got served it. So it was 2, 4, 2. I was sat at a 2 with a lady, some random woman. She was snorting, like, how do I describe it? Looks like I'm on a walkie-talkie. Nova just literally shot her head right round thinking, Joanne, what the heck are you doing? She was doing that throughout the flight. Guy beside me, like, so aisle, and then guy beside me, being sick into the bag, which totally fine. Like, I'm a motion sickness girly too, so like, I totally get it. But I didn't know that he was being sick, and I was sitting there and I was like, it smells kind of funky, but I just had put it down to being on a plane, you know, smells are weird, everyone's sharing the same tin container in the sky. It's not going to smell like roses. Then I was like, nah, that smells fusty, and I just looked, and the bag was so full. Oh, it was so bad. And then, see, when I knew that it was sick, I then started to feel even more sick, and I'm sitting, I fully had my head in my jumper like this. I was like, I didn't even care if that was me being rude. I couldn't help it. I was like, I need to smell this Zara perfume so strong, get it right up in my nostrils and help me mask the stench of this absolute retching vomit. Third flight was the 11-hour one. That was Beijing to Dublin. Went on that flight and I don't even remember takeoff because I was so tired. Like, I was shattered. I think I got about 7 or 8 hours sleep on that one, so really cannot complain. I missed the food service, but then they came around and gave me breakfast. Breakfast was kind of mediocre. I was 99.9% sure those scrambled eggs came in powder form, which I don't even want to think of. I did eat a few of them because I was like, this is weird, but why am I still eating it? Then I was like, nah, I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm not gonna eat the eggs anymore. Then it was just a short 1 hour flight from Dublin to Glasgow, and then I made it home safe, got a McDonald's for the road home, of course, because I think it's criminal if you're coming back from the airport and you don't get a McDonald's. Like, what the heck? Any time of the day, you need a McDonald's after the airport. It feels so good to be home. Another movie recommendation, sorry, I'm jumping about the places, you can tell my brain's a little bit wired. I've had 2 coffees today. Crazy. On the night I got home, I watched the movie I Swear on Netflix. True story based on a guy from Scotland who suffers with Tourette syndrome. Oh my god, Oh my god, that is such a good movie. Like, I remember seeing it advertised when it was in the cinema, and I didn't go see it because I thought I would be too emotional at it. But I don't know what I was feeling like after this big long travel day. I was like, here, stick it on. I did cry during it, but oh my god, that guy deserved every award, the actor that he won, and the guy who it was actually based off of, he just seems like such a genuinely nice guy, and he has did so much to help the cause and educate people more about it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's on Netflix. It's called I Swear. Lead actor in it, the guy who plays John, he is bloody English. He sounds more Scottish than I do. He has an actual better Scottish accent than me, and I am Scottish. He was accepting his award and out whips this English accent, and I had to like rewind it. I was like, no way is this guy English. I just made baked oats for the first time. It looks pretty weird. It's like a flat pathetic pancake with berries on it, but I think it'll be quite good. Boy, does it feel good to have one of these bad boys. 10 out of 10. I have no idea if I even made this right. It looks kind of like that. I know what, it actually looks alright. I love stuff with like fruit in it. Shock. Who would have thought? I should have maybe added some more protein powder or sweetener because it is lacking that little bit of sweetness, but I could just put some honey or something on it in the meantime. It's not too bad. Let me tell you what happened when I got home. I had aced the system. I had bet the jet lag. Like, I was like, jet lag is not catching up with me. I'm gonna sort it. So the night I arrived home, bear in mind, long ass travel day. I stayed up until about 10:30, woke up the next morning, say about 8 a.m. So that's a good sleep, and then went to bed that night. Average time 9 o'clock, woke up at like 7 o'clock the next day. So I had fully bit the system. Then Wednesday morning, I woke up and my whole body was aching, like agony. And I did think, I was like, is it because I went to the gym yesterday and did a beach walk because I wanted to get back into a routine and stuff. But I was like, I'd been at the gym in Australia, so it's not as if like I had months off working out. Like I was active, so I was like, that's weird. And then as the day went on, I was meant to be meeting my friend on the Wednesday night. Like I was so excited to see her, but it got to like say 2 o'clock, and I'm like, I actually don't feel well, so I'm gonna have a lie down on a couch. Cut to about 4 p.m. vomiting. Like, I am not well, and I'm like, I have to cancel. Spent the next 3 days in bed. 3 whole days. Like, I checked my step count one of the days and I had like 100 steps, and that was literally just from going to the toilet. I drank barely any water, which is not like me. Like, I'm a 3 drinks at a time sort of gal, and I literally could not even keep water down. Like, I think it was maybe norovirus or something, but that just really kicked me up the bum. So I spent like the 3 days honestly just in and out of sleep, and when I wasn't sleeping, I was like lying there just staring at the wall in a dark room because I couldn't have the light on, I couldn't watch TV, I couldn't go on my phone because it was just all hurting my eyes. So I was like, this sucks. It could be something that I caught on the plane, but there was 2 out of 3 of my household members who also had norovirus like the week before, so probably just caught the lingering bug from them. But oh man, it was rough, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm feeling much better now. I'm meeting up with my friend tonight, so it's been postponed a week, and I'm very excited for a catch up. I honestly forget how it feels to be ill. Like, you just feel so deflated and sorry for yourself. Like, I haven't had that in years, and oh man, it was not fun. This morning I'm doing something that can only be described as my biggest fear or worst nightmare. People probably think I'm being dramatic, but look at little Nolly there. Oh my god, I'm getting blood taken. You have no idea. Honestly, everyone probably like, Joanne, man up. Like, you've got tattoos, you've had other stuff done, like getting blood taken is a little bit of blood to get tested, because I've been putting it off for honestly years. Can't lie. I've been suffering with something for plural years, and it's still there. And I'm like, right, I can't put it off any longer. I just need to get this checked. Where are you going? Oh, hi. Hello. But I had to set my alarm for 7 AM. So my appointment's at 8:35. So it's like, I can't even cancel it because I didn't want to go yesterday, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to cancel it. But I can't because doctor's only opens at 8:30. And my appointment's 8:35. Therefore, there's not enough time, and I'm not going to be one of those guys. Don't ever be one of those guys unless you have a valid excuse. Don't just be a no-show. I'm just doing my hair. I'll just be a minute. So, but I set my alarm for 7 because my plan of attack was to go put my tattoo numbing cream on it. I bought this tattoo numbing cream back in 2022, so a few years now. And lo and behold, I went to use it and it completely dried up. So there was nothing. And my sister just sat there and howled her face off at me, like she was laughing so much. She was like, you're literally gonna be fine. And I was jumping up and down off the floor, like I'm gonna pass out. But I'm gonna have a coffee. This is electrolytes and vitamins because I do not want to faint, and I'm gonna go and have like Proteinos or something. So my stomach. What do you have? I used to work with a boy who had a phobia of veins and stuff as well, and he used to tell me that's why I always wear long sleeve t-shirts. Like I hate being able to see my arms, like the veiny part. And I just thought that is crazy. Like it's something we all have, but totally respect that you're scared of that. How he was back then is how I am now. Like I totally understand. It's not as bad as that I can only wear long sleeve t-shirts, but the thought of things just really make me feel queasy. This whole fear stems from, I went to get a test before and I thought I was going in and it was just going to be very quick, and it ended up not being quick. So it was one of those, like, I thought I was going for something else and it ended up being this something else, and it really just put me off. And I remember at the time, I mean, it's like, oh, it's fine, but this is not good. And then when I got in the car, I was pretty much traumatized. I was like, what the heck just happened there? I was like, I'm never doing that again. Vowed never to do it again. 6 years later, I'm here. I'm really nervous. I have no appetite, and I'm someone who always, I can eat whenever. I'll have just had my dinner and I'll be like, right, what's next? What's for pudding? I actually feel sick. That was absolutely fine. Like, absolutely fine. I didn't feel queasy or anything. So this is a mental note to future Joe. You're fine. You can get your bloods done. It was not as bad as you're thinking. I think it's just worse in your head. So, well done, Joe. You deserve a ice cream. Boy, am I glad that is done. Shouldn't have put a plaster on it, so I'm just gonna not look at this arm. I'm just gonna focus on the vlog. I'm maybe gonna oil my hair, because look what I'm working with. Look at this. Look at this crap. How does Julia Roberts make herself look so irresistibly beautiful in Pretty Woman with the frizzy hair? As I just look like a blooming shaggy dog? I've got some updates for you. Exciting ones at that. In my last vlog, I was talking about I had a job interview. Got set a task to do as like part 2 of the interview stage, so I made it to the second stage. You do a task and then you have a second interview to break down your thought process behind your answers to the task, if you get me. So that was great. However, at the same time as all that was going on, I'd also been given an interview for another job. I can't believe it. Like, are you joking me? The applications for this interview closed at 5 PM on the Monday, and I submitted my application at 4:10 on the Monday. So I made it by 50 minutes. I only saw the job like that day, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna apply for that, and then I realised the deadline's at 5, so I did my application. And then on the Tuesday I got given the interview. They were like, we'd love to invite you along for an interview. We had a lot of applications sent in for this, so I was like, whoa, I've been shortlisted out of like a lot of applications. Like, something must be going good here. Like, I am so blessed. Like, given the rubbish stuff that I'd have to deal with the past 2 months, like, I've still not even heard back from the jobs I applied for in Australia. Like, that's mind boggles me that people just don't apply, but whatever. And I got the job. I got the job, and it is such a good job. Like, I'm so excited to start. It's for a charity as well, so I know that I'm doing good. Like, I've always wanted to work for a charity, and I just couldn't believe how fast it all happened since coming home. Like, it was about a week and I had went from being unemployed to securing a job. So I just like emailed the other company and I was like, thank you for everything, but I'm gonna withdraw my application. I just had a feeling in my stomach about the other one, like it was more suited to me, and I just got a really good vibe on the interview, and I honestly can't believe it. I'm over the moon, like over the moon to have got that job. So everything happens for a reason. If I was to stay in Australia even a week longer, I might not have been able to secure this, that might not have even seen the job. I do believe that everything just falls into place the way it's meant to. I'm just so happy. Don't be fooled by the beautiful blue sky behind me. It is freezing. Like, can you see my breath? My hands are numb, like the tips of my fingers are completely numb. I'm struggling to control the dog leash, and it's making me regret something that I've just agreed to. A company reached out to me to do a video for their swimwear, and they were like, do you have a pool or a beach that you could have access to? And I was like, oh, funnily enough, I've actually just left Australia, where the beaches are so nice and warm, and I had a pool at the apartment complex. But I was like, I do have a beach nearby me here, so I was like, I could film at the beach, couldn't I? I was just seeing the paycheck, I was just seeing the money, can't lie, can't really be fussy. But it's now making me regret, because like, how the hell am I gonna manage to get in the ocean when it's bloody Baltic? But I was like, yeah, of course, that's no problem. I've got a lovely beach at home. It's not quite the holiday vibe that, I don't know, the campaign was after, but it's still a beach regardless. And they were like, that's absolutely perfect, we'll send the item out to you. So now I've actually got to commit. I got to go in freezing cold water to film a video. Things you do for a quick buck. I wonder if Nova prefers me walking her or my mum. I'm going to put my bets on me because I'm the more experienced one. I have seen 3 dead animals today. I saw 2 dead ducks on the road this morning, and then I've just seen a dead hedgehog. I'm not the spiritual type, but does that mean something? I'm gonna do a comparison. So this is currently the water at my local beach. This is the view, and I'm gonna insert a picture of what it was like at South Beach in Perth. I honestly still can't get over this amazing beach. The water was so crystal clear, you could probably drink it. Oh, how I miss the amazing weather. If you're in Fremantle area, definitely make the trip to South Beach because it's so gorgeous. It was my favourite place. Saturday night vibes in full swing. Comfy matching PJs, I've just had a shower. My face is absolutely caked in Nivea, and honestly, I think I'm just gonna lie in bed and watch Ozark. I don't know if anyone else is like me, but I just can't be arsed doing anything. When it comes to the weekend, honestly, I don't know if it's maybe because I'm not like working now, and maybe when I'm in a full-time job I'll appreciate my weekends more, but right now I really can't be bothered doing anything. I am so incredibly tired. I've not been sleeping well at night. I don't know if it's maybe like delayed jet lag, if that's even possible. If there's plans after 6 PM, I'm going to struggle and I'm going to yawn the whole time. So part of my blood test I've asked to get checked is my thyroid, because I think I might have a underactive thyroid, because I've got all the symptoms. My hands and feet are always ice cold touch, and I'm exhausted all of the time, regardless how much sleep I got. I literally woke up after an 11-hour sleep so tired, like I was shattered the whole day. That's a bit weird. So I'm living for cozy weekends in. I do need to sort my eyebrows out because they're actually a mess right now. You probably can't even tell on this camera, but trust me, they're a mess and they badly need tinted. Thank you for watching this vlog. It is so nice being home. I just feel so much more calmer. I've still to go to Primark, so I might put that in my next vlog. Like, today's Saturday, could go a trip to Primark tomorrow. Sunday, you know, a little browse round shops. A little mooches, Jordan Lipscomb would say on TikTok. What the heck is that? Is that just because I've been itching myself, or is that a rash? What actually is that? Love and hugs, and I'll see you in another cheeky little video. Yeah.